Standard 6, Subject Social Science, Chapter number 9, The Earth, Our Habitat, Part 5. In previous parts, we have learned about latitudes and longitudes. These are the imaginary lines drawn on the Earth, which is helpful to us for deciding time and place on Earth. Similarly, we have learned about the different types of zones, that is torrid zone, temperate zone and frigid zone, in which zone has high heat and less heat and cold. So in torrid zone, which has excessive heat, in temperate zone there is moderate, that means common heat and cold, and in frigid zone, that means polar zone, south pole and north pole has excessive cold. But how these seasons or how this temperature occurs, it is decided on the types of motions of the earth. What is motion of the earth? When an earth starts to revolve or when it takes any action, that is known as motion. Earth, for example, take this Ferris wheel as an earth. We all know when we sit in this Ferris wheel, the chair rotates on its own and the whole Ferris wheel rotates in other angle. That means there are two types of actions happening on this Ferris wheel. One, that the chair is moving, and other, the whole Ferris wheel is moving. In same way, earth moves in two ways. First is rotation and second is revolution. When earth rotates on its axis, it is known as rotation. At the top, take this pillar as an example to prove that earth really revolves and rotates. Put a rod on the center of your playground and see the shadow falls on it due to sun. At the time of sunrise, the shadow will be at one side. As and when the sun gets higher and higher, the shadows will get decreased by size and at their place. Similarly, when sun sets, the shadow will fall on the opposite side of the sunrise. This proves that the earth is revolving. In this solar system, you can see there is a imaginary line drawn on the solar system. In these imaginary lines, all the planets are revolving around the sun, same as earth. First is, what is rotation? When the earth rotates on its axis from west to east direction, it is known as rotation. This circular motion of earth is called daily motion. It is also called as rotation. The earth completes cycle of 1670 kilometers per hour on equator. It takes 24 hours to complete one cycle. This speed has played an important role in shaping the earth's orange shape. According to this, the earth which comes in front of sun has day and the other part is has night. This takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. You can see in this picture that the earth is little tilt and sun rays is falling on the half of the earth. This line where the sun is bright and the earth is bright, that is day, and the other part is night. You can see this through this experiment. Take a globe and put a torch in front of it and turn on the light. When you turn on the light falls on the globe. The part on which the light falls, it is considered to be day, and the other part, which is dark, where light is not reached, is known as night. So we can prove that through this experiment that day and night happens on earth due to rotation. Second is revolution. The earth revolves around the sun as it rotates on its axis, that we have seen on the previous photo. It takes about 365 days for earth to complete its revolution, that means 1 year. An imaginary way to Earth's rotation around the Sun in the space has been determined, which is known as orbit. The distance between Sun and Earth is not same throughout the year, and that is why the seasons occurs on it. The Earth rotates at the angle of 23.5 degree and 66.5 degree. Due to this, the seasons occurs and day and night are extended and shortened. According to this picture, the Earth revolves around the Sun in this way. The first is on the right side, there is December. Earth is nearer to Sun. Then Mars, uh, it is May, then June, and then September. Seasons are decided according to this. Day and nights are also extended and shortened according to this. This video shows how the Earth and other planets revolve around the Sun through its orbit. You can see that there is an Earth revolving around the Sun. This is known as revolution. And Earth is also moving on its axis, that is known as rotation. According to this, day and night happens on the Earth. Seasons are also decided on it. As the Earth is tilted and rotates on its axis, the Sun shines only the half of it and other half is dark. If the Earth would not have rotated, then one side only have light. If Earth does not revolve, then there will be light only on one side and dark on the other. That will remain dark for forever, and that part will never experience light, whereas the part which has light will never experience dark. Is that possible to live in this space? It isn't. Thus, every part of Earth experiences light from darkness and darkness from light due to this rotation and revolution. It takes 24 hours. Because of it, every part of Earth experiences morning, afternoon, and evening. As the Earth is tilted on its axis, we find differences in length of day and night. If this Earth is not tilted, then this varies may not happen. Let's see in this photo, when sun rays falls directly on Tropic of Cancer on 21st June and on Tropic of Capricorn on 22nd December. The sun rays falls directly in its adjacent area. The area are longer and nights are shorter. When the sun rays fall diagonally, the days are short and nights are long. That means on 21 June, there is the longest day in the world and shortest night. Whereas on 22nd December, there is shortest day and longest night. In winter season, that means in the October, November, December, January, there is longest night and shortest day. Whereas in summer, there is longest day and shortest night. This happens due to revolution and rotation of Earth. As Earth is tilted by one, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere comes in front of the sun. Thus, there is difference in day and night. In areas where sunshine is for longer time, they experience is summer, whereas the area sunshine is for shorter time, they experience is winter. Thus, seasons directly affects human life. It also have many days, which is written over here. That is on 21st June there is Dakshinayan and on 22nd December there is Uttarayan. On Uttarayan, the direct rays of sun begins to fall the north of the equator. Thus, northern solstice occurs on 22nd December. Sun enters on the Makar Rashi on 14th January. So it is called Makar Sankranti. In Dakshinyan, from 22nd June, the direct rays of sun shift from Tropic of Cancer towards south of equator. It is called Dakshinayan. Dakshin means south. It falls on the south side. That is why it is known as Dakshinayan. Next is Unix. Sun and equator intersect each other twice in an year. This interaction is called an equinox. During equinox, sun moves towards northern hemisphere, so from 22nd March length of days increases and night become short. On 21st June, longest day and shortest night is experienced in northern hemisphere. Thus, day and nights become longer and shorter due to this equinox. During the year of 21st March and 23rd September, sun rays falls directly on the equator. Remember these two dates, 21st March and 23rd September, sun rays falls directly straight on the equator. Therefore, days and nights are equal. It is called equinox. Next is leap year. We all know that every fourth year we are celebrating 29 December as leap year. Why? Since 1 year of Earth is 365 days and 6 years, but it is difficult to calculate 1/4 of the day because there is 24 hours in a day. So we cannot calculate one day in 6 years. So the sum of 4 years to of these 6 years are added one day in month of February every fourth year. February has 29 days in place of 28 days that we call every leap year. Last but the important one is eclipse. Eclipse means grahan in our native language. What does it means? When we get light from sun and moon, right? Sun is self-illuminated and shines brightly, while moon is illuminated with the light of sun. As we get light from sun, moon also gets light from the sun. That's why it is illuminated and shines brightly. But an occasion when moons or sun seemly to be completely or partially disappearing, because one of them is passing between the earth and other. In such situation, it is called eclipse. When moon comes between earth and sun, or when earth comes between moon and sun, the eclipse happen. There are two types of eclipse: solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. In simple words, when moon is close to earth and comes between sun and earth, at that time solar eclipse occurs. You can see this uh, in your textbook, page number 56, picture number 9.13, that sun and earth, and in between there is moon, and the dark part is known as eclipse. This dark part is fallen on which part of the earth is showing the solar eclipse. As the moon is very small as compared to sun, it cannot cover the whole sun. Thus, solar eclipse cannot seen all over the world. Solar eclipse occurs on no moon day. Remember this, it occurs on no moon day and it cannot covers the whole earth. Same as lunar eclipse, when moon gets light from the sun, if sun rays going towards moons are obstructed by the earth, that means when earth comes between sun and moon, lunar eclipse happen, and it might happen on full moon night, but it does not possible that it happens on every full moon night. Here we are completing our 9th chapter. If you have any doubt, you can ask me, and remember to revise the whole chapter before completing in your workbook and try to figure out all the answers from your textbook. Thank you.